Hi, welcome to Miss Abdullah's class. Today we are going to be completing Wednesday's task, and Wednesday's task is going to be an assignment where we are going to be learning about leadership jobs for our virtual Google Meet that we meet up every day from Monday to Thursday. So, in order to complete today's assignment, you are going to open up a PowerPoint called Virtual Classroom Job Descriptions. And what you are going to do is you are going to read the description for the different jobs in our virtual classroom. So if you look inside of the PowerPoint, from the beginning, you can press on the job that you would want to learn about. You will need to read each of the job descriptions in order to answer the questions inside of the Google form to where you are going to be applying for the job. So as you see, there's about 14 slides that describe the description of each of our Google Meet leadership jobs. And the cool thing about having leadership jobs is we get to have class in a more interesting way by making sure that students have responsibilities in their roles to take leadership in our classroom environment. So the after you review the job descriptions, what you are going to do is you are going to go back in Google Classroom and you are going to open up the classroom job application. Now, I completely recommend that you apply for a classroom job because number one, I would like to see you in a position of leadership. And number two, if you get a class job and you are awarded the job, you get extra credit points. But before you can get the job, you need to know the responsibilities of the job. So when you come into the Google form, you need to fill out all the spaces where it says your answer to answer the question. So even if you do not want to apply for a job, you need to answer the questions where it says which job seems most interesting to you, up to where it says, why do you think it's important to have class leadership jobs? And as I said in this video, it's important to have a class leadership job because it allows you to take up responsibilities and to complete duties as a responsible student. Now, when applying for your job, you want to tell me what Google Meet time you meet so I know what classroom breakout you are applying for the job for. And then for your job choice, you're just going to drop down, choose the job. You can choose up to 3 choices. You're going to tell me briefly why you want the job. So you would tell me something about it that you like. What strengths do you have that will help you be successful in the position? So what about you would make you good for this position? Please make sure that you answer in complete sentences to be able to get full credit and to be considered for the job. When you scroll to the bottom, press next. Well, if you don't fill out everything, you won't be able to see the entire form. But if you press next after filling out the entire form, you should see on the next page that it says classroom job application pledge and signature. So you want to make sure that when you press next, it's going to take you to where you put your signature. And then the last question, which is what is the benefit of having a class job and what happens if you get the job but do not perform the job correctly. Please make sure that you answer all the questions in a complete sentence. Please make sure that you answer the questions in a complete sentence in order to get full credit. I look forward to seeing your job applications today, and we will discuss later in our Google Meet.